Brady Watt.
Yes, sir. Are we rolling?
We're rolling, bro.
No doubt.
What's going on, man? It's so good to see you. I've been following your career since like 2011 when I moved to New York. You were like already the guy, like playing with everyone, playing with Talib Kweli and like everyone, basically.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, I want to be his friend.
I remember when you were a new guy on the scene, bro.
I
remember seeing that.
Time passes by, bro.
Yeah.
I love seeing your career over time and just how it evolves, how you become more yourself, like leaning into something very authentic and real, it feels like to me. Like with a lot of courage, just doing your own thing, regardless of like what box it fits in, what genre. Yeah, man. Love seeing your journey. Happy you're here.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, bro.
This is overdue.
It is. It is. So where should we start, man? Like, what are you working on today? Where's like your headspace today, musically?
Yeah, well, right now, basically, it's about to be Christmas. So just kind of chilling, just living my life. Writing music every day, handling business. We're in the gym, eating good, chilling with family.
Beautiful.
Just living right now. You know, December, I always try to fall back in December.
Yeah.
Historically, music there's not as many shows in December, I've found. Like things always go boom after Thanksgiving. So I take that time to write music and get everything prepped for the next year.
Yeah.
Start to like really plan, take a step back and plot out the next moves.
Yeah, it's kind of like the seasons, the natural flow of the seasons as musician forces us to just stop and take a breather, right?
Yeah, you got to move with the seasons.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. You know, I used to get stressed out financially. I'd be like, oh, there's no shows. What am I doing wrong? This and that. And I realized every year this happens. Doesn't seem to be much of a reason to be in New York City between January and March.
Yeah.
So I reached a point where I used to move away during that time period, which may happen. We may go somewhere for a while this year. But now with bass and bars, that's a little different. Like I got to be around for those. But yeah, bro, like honestly right now I'm just plotting out the rest of the moves. We have like all these huge deals that just got closed. So next year is going to be pretty crazy.
Amazing.
For bass and bars.
Do you want to talk about it or keep it?
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, I'm about to do a lot more bass and bars. This year we did, 10 or 12, and then next year there's gonna like double, triple that.
Cool.
So we're planning all those out right now.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it's about to be a lot of bass and bars next year.
Are you surprised by like how successful it's become? Like it's really something. It's huge, right? It's like been, I don't know how many viral videos you've had from bass and bars.
Yeah,
but
it's a total monster. It's crazy. Yeah, it is.
I would imagine that at first, when it was just a manifestation in your head, you were like, I don't know if this is gonna work, or I'm just gonna try something out, or I don't know if that was the feeling, but
yeah, I had just moved to LA. I had a tour. Yeah, I'd been in New York City for 10 years, and I finally wanted to move to LA and just kind of open up the network. It wasn't necessarily forever, but I was more and more working out there. And this is pre-pandemic. This is 2018. I moved out there. I was supposed to do a tour as like a player for another artist, and the tour got canceled 4 days before the tour. So initially I was supposed to move from Harlem, put my stuff in the moving truck to LA, do the tour for a month, land in LA at the end of the tour. It was perfect. The last show was at the Wiltern. I'm like, dude, thanks God, this was perfect. And then the whole thing got canceled. And so I had spent all my money to like move all my stuff, and basically my whole life just got like decimated by this one thing getting canceled. I had a completely open month, and everything was basically in shambles. But I still went to LA, and I'm like sleeping in my friend's studio. Like, it looks like this. I had friggin' a mat in front of my buddy's boards, and I was 33 years old. You know, I wasn't a young guy at this point. So
Yeah.
it's really easy to question your life, bro, as a musician.
Every day,
You're like,
bro.
yo, I'm a grown ass man. I got nothing to
Yes.
my name. What the fuck is wrong
Yeah.
with me, bro? There's
Yeah.
you know, there's that. So yeah, my all my plans got destroyed. Somehow I didn't even have enough for first and last on a crib, dude. And a couple gigs, a couple things came through, thankfully, and I ended up getting a crib with my homie. It was a brave new world. I stayed positive. I'm in this new place. It's the sun shining. I was with a bunch of my friends from like college, so the energy was good. It was like fun, but I was still like, yo, what's going on in my life right now? And couple things happened. We tried bass and bars out. Like, my manager was like, yo, why don't you try playing bass with a rapper as a video, because I had finished a whole album and we wanted to use this as promotion.
Oh, really?
For that. So we're like, let's just try some shit out. I've always been trying things. You might as well.
Yeah.
You really never know.
Right.
So I remember being like, all right, well, let's do it. Like, I'm friends with all these rappers. Let's just try one. And then, or two. We shot two on the first day. We shot with Evidence of Dilated Peoples and MC8.
Oh,
And
wow.
at this point, I remember going around with the film crew that day. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll do this. Like, do you guys record? Just figuring out as we went.
Yeah.
But it's pretty epic. Like, the first one we shot in Alchemist Studio. So I think that was big energy out the gate.
Yeah. It's a good sign.
And but it felt good. It was cool. We posted the first one. It went, I wouldn't say viral, but got way more views and way more attention than anything I had released solo in my career. And at this point, I'd been dropping shit for 10, 15 years.
Wow.
And obviously, I'd been involved with other stuff that was really big. But as far as me, this was the biggest solo endeavor, a self-propelled endeavor. So did that, didn't drop the MC8. Both of them went crazy. So then we just dug in and just started hitting everyone up to do bass and bars. That was like, bass and bars even I thought was kind of a corny title. At the beginning, I'm like, we're going to change it. We're going to change it. But then it just stuck. I mean, it makes sense.
Like, this leads me to my next question. So the reason I'm starting this podcast and my channel, Inner Sound, is because, especially since the Charlie tour, like, I have a lot of younger artists, younger musicians DMing me like, yo, can you give me an advice? Like, how can I make a career in music? And, well, I want to ask you that. I really want to focus on the moment you've described of moving to LA at 33 and having like nothing to your name.
Yes.
Which I think, like, so often people only see the highs. They only see the viral, like, bass and bars. They see you on stage in front of 10,000 people, but they never see that moment. And I think, in a way, like, that moment, these moments are the essence of being a musician, because that's like the moment of struggle where you push through, and then retrospectively you can say, like, wow, it all worked out. But in that moment, you don't know what's going to happen, right? So any advice for young musicians, whatever comes to mind?
Yeah, a lot of time, and this has happened to me so many times where I've seen my bank account hit zero out of money. Not like, oh, I'm broke, bro. It's like, no, all my credits maxed out. I have nothing. My rent is 2 months behind, and there are no fucking gigs. It's December, and I'm just sitting here like, how can I, want to go back to the streets? Like, there's always shit that I could do, illegal shit, but didn't. And I probably shouldn't even tell that story, but yeah, there was stuff I could do during that time, and I didn't, thankfully, to get a lot of money at once. But in my mind, I was like, if I do this drive right now, and it's right when I started Bass and Bars, it could solve all my financial problems for a good amount of time. But if I get pinched, I'll go to fucking jail.
Wow.
So, and I remember that moment, like when I was in that crib debating what to do, and I didn't do it because something told me there's always just a test, man.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I've never really talked about that, but like you don't want to go down that road because there's always a test, and you got to have massive amount of faith. And my life has been totally destroyed so many times, or not destroyed, but like just down to nothing. And a lot of the time, those huge come ups happen right after that.
Right.
You got to hold on, and you got to stay positive, because if you keep going, the world is full of opportunity. Opportunity is everywhere, and then it's all about how you react.
Yeah.
You gotta make the right choices, because it gets super sticky, man. It's like living on the razor's edge as a musician. Unless you like come from mad money or whatever, like this shit is real. So you gotta hang on and stick to your guns. A lot of time too, the successes come from places you wouldn't expect. I didn't know bass and bars was gonna work, but it did. In retrospect, it makes a lot of sense because I was very well known as a hip-hop bass player back then. Probably one of the most known hip-hop bass players within the industry. So it makes sense now, branding-wise, and the way that people's psychology works in today's day and age. Bass, vocal, super simple.
Yeah.
It worked. It's almost too simple for anyone else to think about.
Right.
But we did it, and it worked, and then we kept going. And we self-funded that series up 55 episodes, like without making any money, bro. We had to like pay into it. Like it costed a lot to do that.
Really?
Me, Primo, and Ian.
Yeah.
And I shout out like Ian, who's massively successful now. He's my business partner and my manager. He bet the house on me before he owned a house. Primo, everyone was investing in me, like literally like money, time, everything. Like people had major belief in me.
Wow.
And it wouldn't have worked without them. Then we got the deal with Monster Energy drink. And it wasn't crazy, it wasn't life-changing, but it was enough to keep it going.
Wow.
So now we're up to episode 75, and it's going to keep on going.
That's
from there
amazing.
Because it's just really valuable, bro. It gets so many freaking views, man.
Yeah.
And like I've been posting the recaps the other day just for shits. And I post like the Drez episode, go to bed, wake up, it's got 1 million views, man.
Wow.
You know, it's just
that's insane,
you just never know. So
that's insane.
You just keep on going.
Yeah, man.
And that's an episode I'd done. That shit been out. So the series is valuable because it's evergreen. We can post them at any time and get a lot of eyes on them.
Beautiful. And you're saying there's a bunch of stuff lined up for next year.
Yeah,
like deals
we're gonna go
stuff.
crazy next year.
Amazing.
That's I would say the focus is. I want to run bass and bars all the way up. I want it to be so undeniably huge, just out of here. It's almost like you want to finish the lane you're in before you start hopping other lanes.
Yeah.
And it's not even like for me, it's because, once again, of the way that the public perceives you. It's hard, like with my solo stuff, I'm so known for one thing, it's hard to market the other thing. I think until you've really ran it all the way up, it can be tough. It can be tough to do both.
Do you see it staying digital or virtual? Do you have thoughts of like turning it IRL, like kind of live or?
Yeah, we're gonna do tours too.
Really?
Yeah, I've done a lot of shows, but there's gonna be a whole crazy thing, man, with that, like where we Brady Watt Bass and Bars presents, and it's not gonna be just like, oh, here's my special guest, because I've relied on that for years, which is dope. Shouts to all the MCs that have come out and just special guest on my shows for free, you know. But we're gonna turn it into a thing where we bill the artists on there.
That's amazing.
Go out there, whether it's with band or solo bass. I think it'd be cool to be able to do both. I got monster musicians at the ready, but I am interested in seeing what happens if I do it just like the series. If it's literally just me, loop pedal, and then the different artists coming out, kind of crazy.
That's cool.
If we can do that, or maybe that's a segment of the show. I like having the band, of course, but
I'd love to see.
But yeah,
that.
real life stuff definitely gonna be happening next year.
Amazing.
Yep.
Very exciting, bro. And what about, maybe tell us a little bit about your solo career? You're an artist. You're writing. You're performing. I loved, like I said at the beginning, I love seeing your artistic journey. Like not being afraid. I think there's so much like fear, or like once you're locked in a genre or a box, you just stay there forever, some people.
Yeah.
But you like very courageously just went and did a whole other sound, a whole other style. Just you feel so free with it. So
Yeah, I mean, so the keeping it in the box would statistically work better. Any businessman is going to tell you this.
right,
My team, just do that. That
Right.
works. Do what works.
safe investment.
But music isn't. There's a magic to music. And it's happened to me many times. Like one song I write is, you could say, "Oh, this works for you," but it's like, yeah, but I also did that, and then that put me on tour with this rock band, and then I impacted more people, made more money, than all this combined. So y'all can't really tell me I need to just do bass and bars.
Yeah.
Because if you want to get business about it, we did this off of me writing that one song. All this happened. You got to always take chances. But yes, if you do one thing, especially in the social media world, this little world, the chances of that gaining value are better. Yeah, it is hard to switch lanes, but I think the smartest thing to do is switch lanes within a framework that overlaps with the audience that you build. So yeah, Live Free or Die was a full-on rock and roll album.
Yeah.
Rock, I don't know what the hell you call it, but that's just the music I write. I played most of the instruments. I wrote all of it,
That's
except for
cool.
like a couple bars with my homies. But that project is very much me. Like that's super Brady Watt. Not even just me. That's me when I was a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with the skills of a grown man who's been playing bass every day
love
for
that.
25 years.
yeah.
So that's really what that was. And of course, my team's like, we need the features. Everyone's telling me to do this and that. I'm like, well, yeah, that's going to work on paper. But would that be cool if people are rapping over this shit? I don't think it is.
Yeah.
And like the project came together so organically that I was like, this is it. I typed up an email, very specific. These are the songs. I wasn't asking for anyone's opinion on any of it. And luckily my team got behind it and we did the whole thing for it. And I'm going to forever be grateful that we did it because there's so many people that are like, bro, Excavator's my favorite song of all time. And it didn't break records. Like this didn't chart. It didn't do as good as Bass and Bars. But people are like, yo, Shake, it's my favorite, it's my most played song of the year, you know?
Wow.
So I think that's important. And at the end of the day, it's important to me.
Exactly.
And I know that it's good.
Yeah.
So I stood by that. And yeah, of course, Bass and Bars is doing more numbers and all that shit. But there's going to come a day where you're going to see a solo record of mine smash all them other numbers. And that's just what I feel.
Man, and it's not just numbers, right? Like
It isn't, man.
Every
It just
stream, it's hard for us to remember, I think, but every stream is like a soul. And if
Yeah.
one person
Yes.
told you it's my favorite song of the year or ever,
Right.
like, wow.
Super
Like, that
important,
is
man.
crazy in itself.
Yeah, there's this other thing too. I like. It's so valuable for me to sit on an acoustic guitar like just then, and like play someone that you care about, a song that you wrote, and they love that song, and you can do it in real life and forever. I'm gonna be able to sit down and grab an acoustic and play "Gonna Be Me" or "Excavator" or "Shake," and I can do that all by myself, and it's just worth more than money or numbers, man. It's like that composition is now almost like a living thing, and that's super important for me, man. One of my main goals with my own solo career is to be able to go out and perform them and have audiences sing it back to me. I just think it's so cool.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
those words, all that stuff came from me or God or whatever else happened, and we saw it through. And now it's a tangible thing that I'm prepared to perform for the rest of my life. Also, sometimes you release a project like Live Free or Die, and then the next year, some other serendipitous things happen, and that shit blows up crazy. Like this happens all the time. And it's not a new thing.
Yeah.
Mother by Danzig, I think, is one of the best songs ever. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. That shit flopped. And then,
Right.
like, 3 years later, it got used in a movie or something like that.
Crazy.
And
So
now
many
it's like,
stories.
that is like one of the hardest songs of all time, dude.
Wow.
Picture if they listened to the Suits saying, you know, that's not numbers wise. Oh, that's Brandy not on with the Misfits, or you know, these fucking guys telling Danzig about what he should do, bro.
Right.
Like in retrospect.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just don't know, dude. You still want to listen to everyone. It's smart to sit down and listen to these people, because I think a lot of them have they have your best interest in mind, but you do got to sit back and remember why you even do this shit in the first place.
Right.
Because if it was just about money and numbers, there's a lot of other shit I could have been doing.
Right.
I could have done anything. I'd pick the bass. But
we're the ones who have the intuition and maybe a connection. Do you believe in God? Like, do you have a spiritual practice of any kind?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, very much. Like, so much so, bro. I pray all the damn time, man.
Wow.
I pray to God every night. I pray every single time before I eat. Out loud.
Really?
Out loud, yeah. And I have forever.
You have
I've been saying the same prayer before I eat since I was a kid. The same thing my grandfather said, and the same thing his father said.
Wow.
And maybe his father said. Like, the words have power, dude.
Beautiful.
And that's one piece of it, but I'm really into meditation, just overall spirituality. I think even whether or not it's real, it helps you out. Just having a belief in a higher power.
Of course.
Is actually a very practical thing.
Right.
We don't know shit, dude.
Yeah. And
what do we know, bro? We in the animal kingdom.
It doesn't even matter if it's real or not. That question, I feel, is in the wrong place.
Right.
Because it's about, like you say, it's about the act itself of faith.
Yep.
And there's, I'm not a religious man. I'm very spiritual, but I'm not rooted in any kind of structured religion. I was always curious about prayers that are consistent.
Right.
There's something about the act of it, I think, that obviously you're not going to feel something or feel a connection every time. Maybe you do, I don't know. But imagine if you pray several times a day for a lifetime or for many years, you're going to have different relationships to it. But still, there's something about the act of doing it that feels very significant.
It does. You got to get out of your own head sometimes.
Yeah.
And I just, from my own life experience, there's been so many times where at night I pray, I'm real specific about it, and then the next morning I wake up and it's right there.
Wow.
Yeah, like very specific, weirdly specific things happening in my life. And I can't quantify what exactly it is, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And I would say I'm aligned with Christianity because I grew up Catholic, but that happened way later in life, dude. I experimented with so much different stuff. Buddhism and Taoism, reading all the self-help books, like all of us, man. We're all searching for
always
friggin' peace and happiness every day of our life. And there's so much stuff that I learned. And then as a grown man, I read the Bible like probably last year before, and it really resonated with me. And at first it's really hard to read, but I read Old Testament all the way through.
Really?
And one of my biggest takeaways, and even during it I was like, I don't like this. Like, the Old Testament's got a bunch of weird shit.
It's got weird shit, man.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't like this. And I was like, I don't think people read this book, bro. Like, all these Christians, I don't think they read this. But then as I got through it more and more, it started to resonate more. And then I learned about how New Testament relates to the Old Testament.
Wow.
And I'm no friggin' scholar at all, dude. But one thing I will say is, out of all them self-help books and all the spirituality, all that shit's in that book, dude.
Wow.
The same book that my mom was telling me to read and my grandfather read every night of his life. Once again, his father. All them lessons are in there, but they're coded.
Right,
They're
it's so coded.
You gotta know how to get through it. So
wow.
I think that's pretty dope. But that being said, I'm not like, oh, I'm Christian and this is what I'm doing. I'm open to anything.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty.
First of all, it's amazing you read the whole thing. Yep. I tried several times, both like Old and New.
It's very dry.
New Testament is much easier to read.
Yeah. Old Testament. You're like all these names.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm through the
son
names
of, like a whole page of like this. All the fathers, like all the lineage of some person. Like, I don't care.
Right.
But then, I mean, people learn that shit with teachers, but I'm curious about, you said you saw the connection between old and new.
Yeah. First off, the Old Testament, it's so dry. It's cool because that's the history of it, rooting the New Testament back to what it once was. And I see the whole thing as a journey and evolution of sorts. I think it's cool that Christianity is based in Judaism too. But yeah, I ain't no scholar on the subject at all, but there's also something with the words resonating with you as you're reading it. Like, it made sense. There's a lot of phrases that they really stuck with me, and even songs I wrote. There'd be bars from songs I wrote, like pre-reading the Bible. We have a song called "Fear Not," and that's all over. It says "Fear Not" all the time in the damn Bible, but I didn't really get that from that. But did I?
Right.
Yeah, I think once again, like music, there's some magic to it, man. I think it's super deep, and I think it's important to read the Bible because I think it's probably the most popular book of all time, right? So if Western civilization is based off that book, whether or not you believe it, it's probably smart to have read it.
Right.
While you're alive. Why the hell not? There's a bunch of crap you can read.
Shit. That's very cool. And music in itself is a very spiritual practice.
Yeah.
I find that whether we realize it or not, we're like wizards, right? We download, we're truly vessels to something passing through us. And I think the better musicians I see and that we are, like, to be a good musician is to be an emptier vessel, to really remove ego, thoughts. That's always going to be there. We don't erase that, but to like clean ourselves to that which passes through us. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that for me, I spent so much time getting really good at the bass, and then I started singing professionally in like 2020. So I was like pretty good at singing. I wasn't that good, but that was helpful because I wasn't obsessed with. I'm not like out here trying to win American Idol. It wasn't about technique. It was actually just about me being me and channeling what I could. And with the lyrics, it was a news. To me, that's like a newer endeavor, so it's very exciting. It's not like, oh yeah, bass, give me a bass. I'm gonna go up there on stage with anybody and shred. But having a semi-new endeavor provides a lot of excitement in my life and my musical career. Working with words and voice, super fun.
Yeah,
and it's a deeper level of creation. You have to have more confidence. And it's definitely harder. Singing, it's hard.
Yeah.
You got to treat your body better. Like I've had to make a lot of adjustments.
I think it's the hardest.
Yeah,
the hardest
it's a lot.
instrument.
It's definitely a lot. But hey, we're only here once, man. Might as well give it a big old shot.
Yeah, man.
And just follow what interests you. And do it consistently. It's the only good way to do it. Can't really judge all of it. That's why I just record stuff like every day. I sit down. Most of my songs, they start off as just mumbo jumbo, but then there's like words that your subconscious flies certain phrases in that you don't even know where the hell it's coming from. But and then you build on that, kind of make those phrases make sense.
Yeah.
It's an interesting process. I don't really get it. I just sit down and do it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Before we end, I have one more question. I'm curious, asking you if you don't want to talk about it, just let me know. We'll edit this whole thing out. But I know you had cancer. First of all, I wonder how are you right now? Like, how's...
Yeah, I'm good, man.
You're good?
I'm good, yep. Had cancer, what was it, 2022 or something like that? I don't always think about it very much.
Really?
But yeah, it was a stretch of time. It was a grind for sure. Luckily, the type I had was detectable. Testicular cancer is outside of your body. So you can feel the lump. A lot of time if it's something else,
Oh yeah.
You know, you don't find out until it's too late. There's a lot of, it could have been much worse than it was. It still sucked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a shitty year. But,
It was 1 year, more or less?
I mean, yeah, there's like the recovery and all that. I would say it was a year. But I was only on chemo for 3 months. Some people are on it for years, which I can't even comprehend because those 3 months sucked.
Wow.
Waking up, driving myself into the hospital, driving through Manhattan traffic, people fucking beeping at you and shit. You're like, You're driving to a parking garage, like, going in there, like, hey.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It was pretty shitty, man. But you got to work with whatever the dealer deals and made it through.
Amen,
Probably
bro.
should have done a GoFundMe, but I didn't. My manager told me to. I didn't. Probably would have been smart. But yeah, luckily things were rolling enough for me to keep on getting by. And thankfully I had insurance, which that was a miracle in itself because I was moving so much and I like didn't have insurance for mad long. And then I started doing Muay Thai, and I was like, I need insurance because I'm up in here getting.
I do Muay Thai.
Fucking really?
Yeah, bro.
Wow, yeah, it's a different life. I don't do it anymore because I don't want to risk the injuries. But that was I was about that life for years, and I realized that you get injured up in there. I didn't want to like break my foot and then have to pay for it out of pocket. So I got insurance, and like a month later, I got cancer, bro. So Muay Thai saved me. It probably would have cost like $1 million, dude. You know,
shit.
I don't know how much that shit would have cost, but it was a lot.
Wow.
So I just thank God I had insurance. I got it done. Showed up for all the appointments. You know, you learn so much about how selfless all these people are, all the nurses and stuff that show up to do that every day, helping people out. And it gave me a lot of perspective as far as like my job, stuff that other people do. I just saw a lot of kindness. I think it made me more kind, less defensive. I think from being a music game, rap game, I became like too hard for a while. And that kind of broke me open a bit. I think I became like just a nicer person, man, which is super important. Like life is so much easier if you're just friggin' kind. Like I try to just be as kind as possible, man. Especially on the road, meeting all these people and all of your dealings. I challenge myself to be as kind as possible with everyone around me. You know, we ain't perfect, but that's always my goal, and that helped me with that a lot. It could have been much worse, man. We still here. They're testing me all the time.
Okay.
So I'm straight, yeah.
Amen, bro. Beautiful.
Doing good, bro. Where do you do Muay Thai?
Renzo Gracie.
Oh shit.
Like in Brooklyn. Yeah, I've been doing it for like more than 3 years.
Really?
But I'm a little bit obsessed, bro.
Yeah, a lot. You're either in or out on that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like a bitch from not doing it. I think about it like every day. Because I was about that life, man. Bro. I was really good. But dude, I got injured a bunch, man.
You got injured? Man.
Yeah, like I kept breaking my toe, my big toe.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yeah, the toes is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. I'm like 39. I don't want to fuck up my knees and my...
Yeah, the knees... Thankfully, I didn't have any big injuries, but just little things here and there.
You gotta be super careful.
Yeah.
But you can't be careful. You're in there fighting dudes.
Right.
There's no real way to be careful up in there.
Not really. But if you used to spar, I guess, yeah. When you spar, you can, keep it, not go too hard.
But then you fight dudes that are going
exactly,
hard.
Exactly.
You don't know what you're going to get in there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble.
Yeah.
Like, because you're warm, your body's warm, you're, like, in the zone.
Yeah.
Like, your body kind of knows, I don't know, maybe it's delusional, you could get injured.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, more power to you, for sure. But that's another part of the kindness and defensive thing. Like, martial arts makes you way more humble.
Totally.
Having hands and being able... Like, before that, I always thought I was tough. But I wasn't.
Right.
Like, I didn't know what I would do in a fight. Now, when I know exactly what I would do.
Yes.
I'm not in shape like I was during that pinnacle of the Muay Thai shit, but been punched in the face like 1,000 times, man.
Yeah, same.
It's good, man.
It humbles you. Because it's like...
I ain't scared when it's
the one thing in life where you can talk however much you want. And even in music, like, we have, like, you can flex, whatever. There's, like, a lot of ego, but... In Muay Thai, you're immediately, like, confronted with reality. Like, you stand in front of a person, And you can think about them whatever you want, but you're either getting punched in the face or not. And same with like the coach, like the whole culture around like coaches who are, you know, more like, could be more like masters or like mentors. Like they need to be treated with respect. I think we're missing a lot of that in our society.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
like,
martial arts is super important, man, to at least have done it for a period of time.
mm-hmm.
That's one thing that, if I could turn back time, I would have got into that earlier when I was younger.
Yeah, same.
Definitely when I have kids, they're going to be up on that.
100%. Okay, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's cook up, bro.
Let's make some music.
I got to play you the new shit. Let's go.
Let's do it, bro. It was great.